Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and in this video we're gonna be going over the top 3 fastest killing guns in Modern Warfare 2. These class setups are absolutely perfect if you guys are trying to drop as many kills as possible and secure that first tactical nuke. So with all being said, the like on this video is going to be 400 likes, and if you guys are enjoying the content on the channel and excited for Modern Warfare 2, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and also turn those post notifications. I've dropped a nuke with all these class setups, so let me know down in the comment section what's your favorite gun to use so far. Now we're taking a look at the M4. The M4 is one of the best assault rifles in the game as of right now. So for the attachments on this weapon, we're starting off with the barrel. Now I have a class setup for this weapon, whether or not you have the pre-order bonus or if you're running the default M4, I got you guys covered. So for the barrel, we are going to be rocking the 419mm EXF barrel if you have the sender variation. This is going to allow us to have that damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bullet velocity, making this weapon absolutely nasty at those longer ranges. It's going to be a point and shoot laser. Now, if you guys do not have the sender variation, I still have you guys covered. You guys can run the Tempest High Tower, which is going to be equally effective, if not a little bit better, at those long range engagements, but we're going to have some movement speed cons, which it's okay, but I personally like the EXF barrel a little bit better, but again, you have to have the center variation to go ahead and rock this. Now for the muzzle, I personally like to go ahead and put on the suppressor. Now, when I'm going to go ahead and go for high kill gameplays, high KD, or maybe even a tactical nuke, I find myself staying alive a lot longer, especially in the enemy spawn, when I have a suppressor, whether or not there are dots popping up on the mini map. Having that sound suppression and recoil smoothness is going to overall help us out and win those longer range gunfights as an added benefit. So I go ahead and put this on the class setup. It's kind of like that mind game. I feel a little bit more stealthy in the enemy spawn, and I can stay alive a little bit longer. So if you guys are struggling going on streaks, maybe go ahead and put on a silencer. Now for the underbarrel, again, I have 1 or 2 options for you. If you have the variant, I recommend you guys putting on the pineapple grip. This is going to be amazing for those long range engagements, giving us hip fire accuracy, gun kick control, hip recoil control, and aim walking steadiness. Overall, gonna smoothen out that recoil pattern, making this weapon a laser across the map, and the cons are gonna be completely irrelevant. Now, if you guys actually do not have the variant, you guys can put on the FSS shark fin for that idle aim stability, making this weapon again a little bit easier to use at those longer ranges. But for those of us who have the variation, go ahead and put on the pineapple foregrip. Now we're gonna go ahead and skip all the way to the optic, because personally I like to go ahead and rock an optic on my M4, and we're gonna be putting on the Cronin mini dot sight. This is gonna be perfect and one of the cleanest optic pictures in the entire game if you guys try and take people out at close range, medium range, as well as long ranges. I love rocking this on the M4, super easy, point and shoot. You can be taking enemies out across the map without them having a chance to react. And then finally, for the rear grip, we're gonna go ahead and put on the X10 grip, so we can go ahead and bump up that sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. The recoil control con is gonna be irrelevant because we have some recoil controlling attachments. We're gonna go ahead and bump up that close range lethality, making this weapon an absolute monster, and not only long range, but also close range as well. Make sure you guys go ahead and throw this on your class setup. A nasty M4 build that you will be mapping players with ease. Now for the secondary, it's going to be completely irrelevant. I have to go ahead and put on the X13 auto. You guys can run whatever you guys want. I like to go ahead and pick up a secondary off the ground anyway. And for the perk loadout, you guys are going to see here, I am running my own custom package, which I have on Tracker, Scavenger, Quick Fix, as well as Bird's Eye. These are going to be perks that are going to be geared to go ahead and help you guys stay alive longer and hit those streaks. We have Tracker to find people as they're running to a camp spot, Scavenger to stay locked and loaded, Quick Fix so we can go ahead and regenerate our health after each gunfight, and Bird's Eye, which comes in handy when we have a UAV. We can kind of have an accurate identification on where people are at. Again, a perk combination geared for getting streaks, which I feel like we all like to go ahead and do. And obviously for the field upgrade, we are going to be rocking Dead Silence because footsteps are crazy loud on this game as of right now. Lethal, tactical, you guys can really run whatever you guys want, but I have on the stun grenade as well as the Semtex. Now for class number 3, we're taking a look at the Lockman 762. Now I was originally using this weapon to get the MP5, but I found out how disgusting how nasty this gun is in the semi-automatic mode. This is disgusting. It's literally a 1 to 2 shot kill no matter where they are on the map. Let me go ahead and show you guys the class up to go ahead and create with this weapon. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the barrel as well. Now we are gonna be putting on the 15.9-inch Lockman barrel for that recoil control and bullet velocity. We're definitely gonna go ahead and control the recoil because this gun has a little bit of vertical recoil that we want to go ahead and tone down. So it's gonna be a point and shoot 1 to 2 shot rifle. You get a 1 shot to the head, 2 shots to the body incredibly consistently. Now for the muzzle, again, I like to go ahead and put on the suppressor. This is gonna be one of those like mind game attachments where I just find myself going ahead and going on longer streaks in the enemy spawn and dropping nukes. So definitely go ahead and give this a try if you're struggling at hitting your highest kill streak or for a nuke for that matter. Now we're actually not gonna go ahead and run an underbarrel on this. We're gonna leave this completely empty because we have some better attachments that we can rock on the specific battle rifle to give us the edge at close range, medium range, as well as longer ranges. Now we are going to go ahead and put on a magazine here, and we are actually going to put on the 30-round magazine. Now let me go ahead and explain why we're rocking the 30-round magazine. This is so we can legitimately, if we're accurate, get a nuke with 1 magazine, and we have some leeway room here. This is going to be a semi-automatic rifle. I know not everybody is the most accurate player in Call of Duty, so having some, cushion just in case you miss a couple of shots is going to be super helpful, and you're going to find yourself having plenty of ammo and never running out when running the 30-round magazine. And the cons are going to be completely irrelevant because this is going to be a battle rifle, not a weapon you're going to be running and gunning with, which ironically you can do with this rifle. So definitely go ahead and throw this on your class setup. Now we're also going to go over to the stock, and for the stock we are going to put on the LMS factory stock. This is going to be perfect so we can have that aiming stability and recoil control. We want to go ahead and have more controllability with this weapon because it is going to have a little bit of recoil that we need to tone down so we can accurately place those 1 to 2 shot kills. So definitely go ahead and throw this on your class setup. You're going to find yourself dominating players at any and all ranges with this attachment. And again, the cons are going to be irrelevant because this is a battle rifle. We're not going to be running and gunning with it. And then finally, this is going to surprise you guys. We're going to double back all the way to the laser, and we're actually going to go ahead and put on the 4MW laser for that hip fire accuracy and hip recoil control. This weapon surprisingly has solid hip fire accuracy. We're going to go ahead and bump that up with the laser. So if you guys do get into a close range engagement, you can just literally tap it and get a lucky 1-shot headshot or consistent 2-shot kill. It's going to be perfect, and believe it or not, it's going to be disgusting at close ranges. Again, you don't really want to be running and gunning with this weapon, but if somebody comes up at close range, you can still take them out with this attachment. This is going to be a perfect rifle if you guys are accurate and want to go ahead and take your time. You're going to be dominating players with this class setup, and the iron sights are going to be perfect for that matter. Man, the setup is going to be exactly the same. I have the X13 auto, stun grenade, the Semtex. I have on the same exact perk package, tracker, scavenger, quick fix, as well as bird eye, and obviously we have the dead silence field upgrade. Now for the third class setup, we're gonna be taking a look at the FSS Hurricane, which honestly I don't know why it's classified as a submachine gun. This weapon hits like an AR, feels like an AR, but has submachine gun mobility. I'll go ahead and take it. So for the class setup, we're going to start off at the barrel category, just like we did for the M4, and we are going to put on the X7 barrel so we can have that sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, as well as hip fire accuracy. A great attachment to rock on this AR SMG hybrid, so we can go ahead and take enemies out no matter where they are across the map. So definitely go ahead and throw this on your class setup. Now we're going to skip over the muzzle and we're going to go right over to the underbarrel, and we are going to put on that pineapple vert grip so we can go ahead and have additional recoil control and honestly make this weapon even better at close ranges than it already was because we have increased hip fire accuracy. Again, the cons are going to be irrelevant. This gun still is going to be mobile and be able to take out all of the SMGs under its class. But remember, if you guys do not have the pineapple vert grip on this weapon, you guys can go ahead and put on the shark fin. It's going to give you that idle stability, making this weapon a little bit better at long ranges as well. But if you have on the pineapple grip, go ahead and throw this on your class setup. Now for the ammunition, we're actually not going to run anything under this category as well. We're actually going to go over to the rear grip, and we are going to be putting on the X10 grip so we can have that sprint to fire speed as well as aim down sight speed. Again, making this weapon a little bit more mobile and obviously dominating at its respective ranges, and even more than that because it's technically under the submachine gun category. So if you guys have this unlocked, make sure you guys put this on your class setup. Now we are also going to go over to the optic, and we are going to be putting on the Cronin Mini red dot sight. Going to be a great attachment to run on this AR SMG hybrid so we can have a little bit of a cleaner optic picture and take people out across the map. The iron sights are good on this weapon, but if you have a clean optic picture, why not go ahead and take advantage of that? We're going to be slapping this on our class setup. And then finally, for the last attachment, we're going to go over to the laser, believe it or not, and we are going to run the 4mm laser box. Again, we can bump up that hip fire accuracy as well as that hip recoil control, so we can go ahead and just spray people down at close range if we get into those engagements, which we're going to be dominating with this AR SMG hybrid. This is honestly probably one of the weirdest weapons in the entire game because it's technically a submachine gun, but it's operating like an assault rifle, but with SMG characteristics. I love it. It's great. You guys should definitely go ahead and take a look at it. Now, from the setup, again, we have on the X13 Auto, Stun Grenade, Simtex, and we have on the same perk package with Tracker, Scavenger, Quick Fix, as well as Bird Eye, and we have on Dead Silence as our field upgrade. Definitely a solid class setup you guys should definitely check out. Now, I do have a wildcard class setup. This is going to be available if you have pre-ordered the game, and it is going to be the Scar, which is disgusting. This is arguably the best gun in the entire game. You cannot make a class setup with it, but the attachments they already give you are disgusting on this assault rifle. You're going to be melting people across the map. You don't have to do a thing. Literally just equip the blueprint and go crazy. Literally, it is disgusting, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. And once you guys get this unlocked, if you have the gun pre-ordered, hit level 30, you're gonna be going crazy. And the setup is gonna be the X13 Auto, Stun Grenade, Simtex. Again, the same perk package with the Dead Silence field upgrade. Funny or not, I actually dropped my first nuke in Modern Warfare 2 running this class setup with the attachments they give you off the bat. That's how nasty it is. So these are going to be the top 3 +1 fastest killing guns here in Modern Warfare 2 as of right now, man. If you guys check out 2 of these classes, if you guys have the pre-order bonus, you have to go ahead and give the Scar a try. And also, I want you guys to give the Lockman 7.62 a try, man. This gun, I'm not going to say it's underrated. People just aren't running it because they don't know how devastating it is, man. I mean, one-shot kills. Come on now, man. You definitely got to go ahead and give it a try. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.